Arrowhead Stadium. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Carr. And escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Yellow. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yellow. Attack.
Mahomes going to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Come back.
Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be second down. And you look at this Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just started. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Good move at the 30. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
What down?
Here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Carr eluding the pressure right. Here's Chris Olave. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Taken down at the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
15.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's third down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third and 2.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Walker with a grab, left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Mahomes now to throw. Big strides, look at him go. And finally brought down at the 38. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, 57 color. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw to Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Easy. Hey, 57. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow. 15. Right side.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he's into the clear again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Kamara up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To throw is Carr. Forced out to his left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
15. Yellow. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Running right, here's Walker.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fall down these two. Attack.
Here's Walker.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Fighting him off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
6-18.
Now Carr. Being chased out left.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. This one deep for Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Will Anderson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Yellow. High side.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Down the sideline he goes.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to Hutchinson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Yellow. Look at it.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after, good by Groupie.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Yellow. Right side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 20.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Groupie able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, Sunday, yellow. Hero 15. Where's it?
Now Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
What now?
Now Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 35 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They'll turn to Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57. Yellow. Far side.
Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
43! 43! Attack, attack!
Mahomes to throw it. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes the All-Pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Carr. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Carr to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing his Carr. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st down.
Yellow.
Mahomes. He's got this one to Hutchinson. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
15. Fight on these two. Hey, 15. Attack.
Mahomes will throw. This for all the marbles.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Butker on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And how about this? Here comes the reverse. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him